Eyes for Allah, nothing but Allah. Ba is the beginning of Bismillah. Ta is for taqwa, bewaring of Allah. And Tha is for thawab, a reward. Ja is for Jannah, the garden of paradise. Ha is for Hajj, the blessed pilgrimage. Kha is for Khatem, the seal of the prophethood given to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Da is for Deen, Al-Islam, religion with Allah since time began. That is for dhikr, remembering Allah, and rise for the month of Ramadan.
Wakfu! Embracing Wakfu program for oneself or on behalf of the parent is Sadaqah to Jariyah that we afford the dua Jannah bi-iznillah. Key into Wakfu program by bequeathing part of your estate, landed properties and other assets for the sake of Allah. Proceeds or rental fee from this asset shall be judiciously utilized by the tested and trusted Z&S Wakfu Foundation to bring succor to the needy and provision of social amenities and economic empowerment. You can also make a donation of a minimum of 10,000 naira that Z&S Wakfu Foundation will collate to procure assets that are economically viable. No doubt, Wakfu is highly rewarding. Contact Z&S Wakfu Foundation, Suite 12, Tafawa Balewa Square, Lagos. Call 080-3538-2911. With Wakfu, your asset will earn you Jannah. Be easy in life. Be a partaker.
Began, that is for dhikr, remembering Allah.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الذي جعلنا أمة وسطا وخلق لنا ما في الأرض جميعا كما جعلنا خير أمة أخرجت للناس نأمر بالمعروف وننهى عن المنكر وصلي وسلم على سيدنا محمد أفضل من صلى وصام وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. We give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that has made us a moderate nation, and He has created everything for us. As He has made us the best of community, ever raised, ever evolved among mankind. What do? We enjoy what is good and forbid what is bad. We beseech the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the best performer of salah and the best observer of fasting as the Prophet of Allah, Muhammad. May the blessing of Allah continue to be showered on him, on his household, and those that tread his path to the day of reckoning. In this second topic, under the general theme, that is Islamic concept of preventing wastage, we'll be looking at what are the causes of wastage. What are actually the causes of wastage or the causes of israf that we have discussed. The scholars of Islam, they differ in number of the causes. We'll just look briefly at some those mentioned by the scholars of Islam. The first is al-jahl, ignorance. Ignorance. If someone is ignorant of what we have made mention in the first topic, as we have discussed, then definitely the person is bound to be engulfed in israf and tabdhib, that is being excessive and also being wasteful in his dealings, in his action, in his drinking, in his eating, in his procurement, and in his spending. Someone could end up being excessive. So al-jahl, according to the scholars, it plays a major role in being a cause of israf and tabdhib. The second is at-ta'athur bil-bi'ah, that is societal influence. Societal influence. If someone finds himself or herself in a society that people there, they don't care, they engage in excessiveness, they engage in wastefulness, then it is bound that the person also exhibits such character, lavishing resources here and there. It's just because the person has been influenced by the society he finds himself, by the society he or she finds him or herself. As the second causes or things that could lead to someone engaging in itself. The third aspect is as-sa'atu ba'da diq. Scholars say that someone that is having, that is now experiencing abundance after the person has been deprived, has passed through a very tough and tight period. Then all of a sudden, somebody that does not have access to thousands of naira before, or hundreds of thousands before, somebody that has been starved money-wise, cash-wise, all of a sudden he gain an employment whereby he will be paid in millions. Then the person is bound to fall into israf, because the person has experienced a new trend of life. Then the person will fall into israf. And the fourth reason why people fall into israf, or fourth causes of israf, is al-ghafla min al-akhirah. Al-ghafla an al-akhirah. That person is forgetful of the hereafter, that is going to what? Is going to pass away. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has warned us against israf, because in the hereafter we give account of all what we do on the surface of the heart. Then another causes or reasons that someone fall into israf is musahabat al-musrifin wal-mubaddirin, being in the company of those that are excessive, and in the company of those that are wasteful. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Ar-rajulu ala dini khalilihi falyanzur ahadukum man yukhalil." The Prophet said that mankind will practice the religion of his friend, or will be on the path of his friend. Will be practicing whatever his friend is doing, he will be doing. If his friend is cheating, he will be cheating. If his friend is upright, the person will be upright. If the person is a drunkard, then there's a high possibility the person become also a drunkard, practicing what his friend is doing. The Prophet now warned that فَلْيَنْظُرْ أَحَدُكُمْ مَنْ يُخَالِلْ. Every one of you should be mindful, should watch the person is going to take as a friend or as a companion. So these 5 are the reasons, major reason that someone will fall into, or the causes of israf and tabdil. Another one that also the scholar added is that if someone is not concerned about his community, if someone is neglectful of his community, if someone is not concerned about his or her neighbor, then the person is likely to go fall into being excessive or being wasteful in his dealing. Because when you look around, definitely you will see 1 or 2 people to be assisted. Either you are giving them what to eat, or you are giving them what to drink, or you are giving them clothing material, or you are giving them cooking utensils and other things that will make life easy, that is in your own possession in excess. Instead of you getting it wasted, then you give it to your neighbor, or you give it to those who are in need. If someone is not concerned about his surrounding, then the person is likely to fall into being excessive or being wasteful. We conclude this aspect till we move into the next topic under the Islamic concept for preventing wastage. We pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us understand it better than how it has been said, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it from us as act of ibadah. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر لكم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Began, that is for dhikr, remembering Allah.
Every time you feel
He wants to make Nigeria economy better. She hates injustice and wants to stand for those who cannot stand for themselves. He believes Nigeria refineries can work. He wants to make that change. It takes true character to make a better public service. She wants to make a public servant. But it is not enough to dream. We need to turn dreams into reality, and Startwell Schools is the place to start.
One of the missions of Startwell School is to provide qualitative education with a pristine Islamic teaching that meets this ever-dynamic world. And to the glory of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we can beat our chest over it that we have produced those who have these qualities.
When somebody finishes in this school, he is an ambassador of Islam. We will have practiced Islam within us. So by the time he gets out, he's used to the way of life. So we just want Muslims that will represent us Islamically in the global world.
Enroll your child today at Startwell Schools, located at 15/19 Karim Street, Agbede Meeting, Asala Bus Stop, Agric, Ikorodu, Lagos. For more information, please call Startwell Schools. Aspire, acquire, achieve.
Startwell School is the best among equal.
Began, that is for dhikr, remembering Allah.
Some youth are on the street seeking white-collar jobs in an already saturated labor market.
Once they have a business, they embark in a risk management strategy.
But for this set of 100 youth, they have decided to explore the business world in order to be an employer of labor rather than job seekers.
Revenue is annual revenue because it's only during the period of harvesting that we normally only it's seasonal business. It's not something that we
you sell on monthly basis.
After production.
The area I use up to half an acre.
Half an acre. That's like you are talking about 3 plots or 4.
3 plots.
Yes,
3 plots. Where? In Alawaye?
No, not in Alawaye.
Where?
The business address in Alawaye, but the farm is located close to Ijayi.
28 candidates made it to the screening stage.
Basically, rapid processing doesn't take time. The space of 1 minute, rabbit has crossed, the bulk has already crossed the two. After 30 days, we're expecting the kittens to come out if it was successful.
Some of the contestants have defended their business ideas.
Yeah, we do it, cakes, making cakes, pastries, cocktail drinks, event planning, decorations, and management. We also do indoors and outdoor cooking.
My business is TFA, that's trash for aesthetics. That's what I'm doing today. TFA is a company born out of the environmental health related risk that the whole wide world is facing currently as a result of the way at which we use our ecosystem.
The idea is trying to solve the problem of electric power problem in Nigeria. We know that there are more than 40 million houses in Nigeria, and only 60% is connected to the grid. But out of the 60%, we have a lot, like the generation, the amount of energy needed by all the 60% is around 13.
How can your product solve the problem?
Others are set to face the panelists with no oaths barred on their business idea, with the hope of getting their share of the millions of naira that awaits finalists.
The way people solve the epileptic problem is by getting and then a generator, and an alternative means of sources. So but that one creates another problem.
Okay.
That's the need to go out there off the gen, changing over the system, which is very, very can be burdensome because of the nature of the problem, the epilepsy. So that's where this comes in. Once there is no light, they take light. It takes you to the gen. On it optionally if you want, or just alerts you that okay, there's no they've taken light now. Okay, I need to go and my gen. And immediately they bring light. It's like you don't even know. You will not. It's so fast that you are not supposed to know. And this has been on the field being used. So it's so fast that once they bring light.
You are talking of changeover.
Yes. It changes over, and it's so fast that you don't notice. Only that you just notice that okay.
So what you are giving us now is how the changeover is working.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. It will change. Is it going to switch off the gen automatically, or you will go back to your gen to switch it off?
It has the options. Some people don't want anything to switch off their gen. That is we know that from the field. So, but it has the option that once they take light off my gen, it's going off it.
Is it a program or
no? It's
a switch?
We did not go through programming. We can go through programming. We didn't go through programming because of the demographic of the people using gen. We are not targeting Mekano people. We are targeting people who are using common gen, and who are the most who has the number of people, most number.
Can you give us your background, your education background?
Your background.
Yes, I applied for electrical engineering in my university. Where I was given, I was admitted into mechanical engineering. I so love it, so I finished there. And my master's degree, I go through to study. My master's degree is energy management.
You've already got into electronics now. And you are getting so.
What is the cost of this?
Earlier, before the rise in dollar, we used to finish one with around 15,000 naira.
What is our sales?
So now we are marking up with 10% to start with.
That's 1.5.
Yes, 1% to start with. But this one is finished. The finishing is 20,000 naira.
Altogether, how much do you sell it back?
We are proposing 23 to 25,000 naira.
The total production cost is 15,000.
No, right now it's 20.
It's 20, and you're proposing 23.
25,000.
If we are going to help them install it.
Sir,
we are going to make it so easy for.
Sir, what are you going to do? How can you just tell me the importance of this thing to me that will make me to just drop 25,000 naira as a common man to come and buy this?
Okay, that at least have a Kickstarter that you can start it. And most people using that are sometimes SMEs that are just starting up. The problem they face is look at when they take like.
What is they?
I mean,
come, you don't know your target market because you talk like this, you talk like this. What is your target market?
My target market are those guys that knows the value of automation.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Who are your target markets?
My target market is everyone, starting from my family members, my friends, and using my online visibility to meet people who are not on the same physical space as I am.
How is your revenue like? What is your sales like?
My sales and revenue will be like 15% of my initial startup capital.
What is your initial startup capital?
We are hoping with the 1 million we get, plus the 650,000 I have raised personally. Yeah, that was 1.6.
They are not talking of
what
yourself.
Revenue is total what will come in.
Not your profit.
Not your profit. Okay, sir.
So what will be your revenue now?
My revenue of what will come in?
Let's say in a month.
Your sales.
Your sales.
What will be your sales?
Every month, what is your plan?
My plan is to get like 200,000 naira.
Which of the products?
Both from the cakes I make are from training, because I'll be training women on my craft.
Which craft?
Making cakes, pastries like meat pie, donut.
So you are not selling it?
Sorry?
You are not selling it, you just to train them.
No, I'm selling them. I'm selling
So
my
why
product and I'm also training.
So your revenue is very small now, 200.
Hey, what is this item for? Do you have anything with this item on your phone?
It's for
exhibition. You want to show her the service.
The exhibit. That thing that you carry.
Yes,
Do you have any?
Okay, yeah, this is
It's
my
for
rolling
chin-chin.
pin.
For chin-chin.
Use it for pizza, for chin-chin.
No, I don't want her to just keep it like
This is
I want her to show us all
yeah,
this.
this is my chin-chin cutter. We used to make chin-chin really fast. Yeah, once you just roll it, you dissect it and you fry immediately. I'm looking for pizza too. That's what they say.
What is the business that you are doing?
We recycle tire furniture.
Okay.
That is what I want to give us. I just want to.
So why are you here?
Okay, we are here. I'm here for the grant of the 1 million to boost my business.
In terms of what?
In terms of getting a workshop, because where I'm using right now is not having too much space for me to work. So to get a workshop and to get the tools and some machines that are needed.
How do you learn
Procure
this?
some.
How do you learn this one? Because you read political something. It's supposed to be in that rock.
Okay, I have a background in event decoration.
How?
So creativity.
How?
I'm a trained event planning.
Who trained you?
That's from the event incorporation that is in Ogudu, in Lagos.
They train you how to do all this.
They train me how to do event
How do you call me about this?
So coming about this
Uh-huh.
from the different idea, entrepreneur idea seminar that I always bring out. So I researched about it, and when I
Are you the one doing it, or you employ people to do it,
I'm the one doing
and then
it.
you are marketing?
I'm not doing it.
Okay.
So the
Well,
video is
can you give us how many type of these? What have you done? What are these things that you use tire? How do you convert it to a decoration? How do you convert it to a lot of things? That is what we want to hear from you.
Okay, fine. First stage, when we want to make things like this, let's just say this is a shelf that has light in it, and it can be hung on the wall in your living room or in the office to put your books and some other items. So first, we have to clean the tires. We got the used tires, vehicle tires from those that are treating it as trash. So we get it, I watch them. In fact, when I even started, someone even say, you didn't even play with tire when you're small, whatever. So jokingly. But then I look forward to add beauty and add value to it by painting it, and as well do the small carpentry works on it.
Okay. Are you the one that still do the carpentry work, or you have a colleagues or a partners?
I have colleagues.
You have a colleagues that do that. So can you give us your exhibition, what you have done?
Okay.
Because we are
I've
seeing
done
the
like
chair.
50 different kind of items from tire.
Mention.
I've done the living room couch that can have a 3-seater, 2-seater double, and center table. I've done office chair that are hamlets and armchairs. I've done a shelf.
Let's pick one of it as your revenue center. Which of these products give you more revenue, or give you more profit, or give you more sales?
Okay, the ones that give more sales are the tables, the center tables, the coffee tables, then the lounge.
What is the production cost?
The production cost for this table is like around 25.
For the table, the coffee
for the
table.
tables, yes, for the tables.
Production
So
cost.
Yes, the production
Okay.
cost.
How much are you
Because
selling
it comes
it?
with different kind of
How much are you selling it?
varieties. So I sell at 35 sometimes.
Zakat and Sadaka Foundation Business Plan Competition is not only bringing youth with business ideas to the limelight, but determined to give them the needed support with Zakat, Sadaka, and donations paid to the foundation.
Began, that is for dhikr, remembering Allah.
Work Workful. Embracing Workful program for oneself or on behalf of the parent is Sadaqah to Jariyah that we afford the dua Jannah be easily life. Key into Workful program by bequeathing part of your estate, landed properties and other assets for the sake of Allah. Proceeds or rental fee from this asset shall be judiciously utilized by the tested and trusted Z&S Workful Foundation to bring succor to the needy and provision of social amenities and economic empowerment. You can also make a donation of a minimum of 10,000 naira that Z&S Workful Foundation will collate to procure assets that are economically viable. No doubt, Workful is highly rewarding. Contact Z&S Workful Foundation, Suite 12, Tafawa Balewa Square, Lagos. Call 080-3538-2911. With Workful, your asset will earn you Jannah. Be easy in life. Be a partaker.
Began, that is for dhikr, remembering Allah.